Welcome into the SEMO Sports Edition of Hawks Nest. We have a lot to get into today. We're going to take a look at the gymnastics national title win, soccer's upcoming matchup in the OVC Championship Game with SIUE, and then softball is at home to take on the number 2 team in the OVC in Eastern Kentucky. I'm Clay Harrell, joined by Leon Miller. Leon, how's it going today?
It's good. It's always great. Back at the Hawks Nest.
Let's go ahead and take a look at gymnastics. I mean, the turnaround we've seen from them has been incredible from, 3 years ago when Ashley Lawson took over. Now they win the USA Gymnastics National Championship. Just how incredible has that been, Leon?
Yeah, so you look at the journey. So 3 years ago, they didn't win any competitions. Lawson's first season as the coach. And now you fast forward to now and they're the national champions. So it's just like, it's a complete 360 turnaround. And even this season, like, the gymnastic team was very middle of the pack for most of the season. They won and they lost. It came and went. But when it came down to perform and time to perform, they executed. Anna, she's been performing all season. She's not new to the Player of the Week, but she did excellent during the championship. She won the beam, and the gold medal for the team, And I just think Southeast has bright days going forward with this gymnastics team.
Yeah, Anna Kaziska wins the national title on beam, like you mentioned. But yeah, the team as a whole was like 11-10 all season. So obviously, anytime you're above 500, you're happy with that. But just to see them come out then and win the national title, not only win it, but to win it on your home floor, so to speak, at the Show Me Center, I think that makes it even more incredible.
Absolutely. I think a lot of teams were surprised and maybe didn't prepare as well as they should have for Southeast, but they came in and they showed out excellent.
Hey, let's go ahead and move on to another team competing for a championship on Saturday, 1 p.m. in Murray, Kentucky. The SEMO soccer team taking on SIUE, who ended their tournament host when SEMO hosted a tournament in 2019. It's a little bit of a rematch here. These teams dueling in this championship game. What's your prediction?
It's the rematch. It's the revenge game. I'm going to tell you right now. So my prediction is based off of this. We beat Murray State. Murray State was number 1. The team we're going against right now is number 2. Quick math, mental math, 1 is better than 2. I think we're going to take the win, honestly. Soccer has been great all year defensively. They haven't allowed many goals scored. I think they're going to continue that press during this game. I think they're going to hold the team to at least probably 1 or 2 points, and I think they're going to outperform.
So you look at Bailey Redden in goal. The last time these two teams met was here at Houck Field 2 or 3 weeks back. SEMO jumps out to a 3-0 lead, and then SIUE comes back with 3 on answer of their own, and they tie 3-3. So you mentioned the revenge game from 2019. There might be some revenge game going on here from one of these sides just because they tied 3-3. Do you have a score prediction for this game?
I'll go 2-1 Southeast. We take it in an easy, hard-fought defensive goal battle.
All right, I'll take 3-2 SEMO. I think these are two teams that are going to score a lot of goals. Bailey Redden doesn't give up a lot of goals, but this SIUE offense is pretty good, near the top of the OVC in goals per game. So I'll take him to get 2 goals past Redden. Going to be something she couldn't do about it.
Yeah.
But SEMO's going to end up taking home the OVC Championship, kind of riding the ship from where they were 2 years ago. And I think that'll be, the big thing to watch this weekend.
Absolutely. We're looking at a lot of goals for these women. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Hey, the last thing here, we're going to kick it over to Ashley Ellis before we give our prediction. She is with some members of the SEMO softball team. Ashley, take it away.
I'm Ashley, and I'm here with starting center fielder Rachel Anderson. Rachel, how do you feel about the team's camaraderie and how it has evolved from the beginning of the season?
Especially since we played a lot of big SEC teams, I think just coming together, and yes, we didn't win every single game technically in preseason, but just coming into OVC, still playing our game, still playing to our potential, I think it's just been amazing to see the tables turn.
How do you feel about going into this series with EKU being one of the top teams in the conference?
I'm honestly really excited. Yes, the nerves are still there, but these are the games that every athlete wants to be a part of. The good competition, there's going to be good pitching, good defense. It's going to be a nail biter every single inning, every single game. So I'm excited to, put our team to a test, and this is literally going to remind me of the OVC Tournament Championship. This could be the top 2 teams that end in the championship. You never know, but I think it's just going to be a really fun weekend. We have alumni coming back, the 2020 seniors, so it's just going to be so much fun and a great atmosphere, and what a time to be at home.
What do you think the most important focus is this weekend?
Ooh.
Or should be this weekend?
I think our focus, just on the field, should be just softball. I don't know, just being able to put all of our effort onto the field, leaving nothing behind, leaving no regrets, and just having fun and playing our game.
Well, there you have it. That's the inside scoop with SEMO softball. I'm Ashley Ellis. Back to you, Clay.
Thank you, Ashley, and good luck this weekend. Leon, they're taking on, well, SEMO, let's first get to the important part. They're still number 1 in the OVC. You know, what's new? They're taking on number 2 Eastern Kentucky this weekend here in Cape. Big series.
Yeah.
I mean, SEMO's been playing some pretty good softball as of late, and we've always been coming on here predicting a sweep, and we're always just like, we're always taking 2 of 3, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So this week, we're going to try a little bit of reverse psychology. Is it just another series win coming up for the Redhawks?
It's another series win coming up for the Redhawks, but I tell you what, EKU is in an easy number 2. They're actually like a solid, legit number 2, and they're a really good softball team. I think we'll take the series. I think we overpower in the hitting area more than we excel in just hitting. I didn't bring the broom today, so I don't think we're going to sweep them, but I think it's going to be a good series though.
SEMO had a midweek matchup on Wednesday against SLU. They won that one 2-0. Just an excellent pitching performance on both sides. But SEMO, had 3 pitchers come in. They went to Rachel Rook, their third and final pitcher, out of relief. And, she just shut the door down. SEMO got 2 runs in the home half of the 6th. And I think when you see a team that is capable of winning some close games like that, it makes you feel pretty good, as you get later and later into the season.
Absolutely. They have all the confidence going into the late games in the season. And it's somewhere they've been. They're experienced teams, so it's not like late game stretches or anything new to them. They're going to continue to excel, and I think they're going to pick up the victory.
I think they'll take 2 out of 3 from EKU. Especially at this time of the year, it's definitely more important to continue these winning ways and start taking these series from conference opponents, just so you don't open the door to let some other teams creep up the standings and maybe catch you by surprise when you least expect it.
Absolutely.
So 2 out of 3 this weekend. We got to get really quick because last weekend you said Ashley was going to hit 9 home runs. And I think you maybe realized after the fact that was a little too much.
Yeah, probably 9 was a bit extensive. Maybe I probably should have cut that probably in half, 4.5, maybe 5 home runs. But Ashley is great though. I got all the confidence in the world in her. She's always going to do good.
Well, keep an eye on her this weekend because anytime she's playing at home, especially, she's always capable of putting out 3 home runs a game.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the over at least. I'm taking the over on 6 though. I'm gonna go 6.
All right. Well, that's all we have for now for SEMO Sports Edition of Hawks Nest. For Leon Miller, I'm Clay Harrell, and we say have a great weekend.